Welcome back all of you to our online platform, that is our school's YouTube channel. So again we are ready with today's video. This video is for class 9th and the subject is science, and we are continuing the same chapter, that is chapter number 9, and the name of the chapter is force and laws of motion. As we have already completed the in-text questions, the theoretical part as well as the numerical part given within the chapter. Now we are discussing the questions given in the exercise at the end of the chapter, and we have already discussed the question number up to question number 5. So today we will discuss question number 6. As I told you that you should have your textbooks with you while watching the videos, so that you should also read the question and you can also see that what kind of information is given in the question. So we should read the question number 6, that is, a stone of 1 kilogram is thrown with velocity 20 meter per second across a frozen surface of a lake and comes to rest after traveling 50 meters. What is the force of friction between stone and ice? So the force of friction, the friction is the force which opposes the motion. That's why the object was in the motion, that stone was in the motion, and according to the first law, an object at rest will remain at rest and an object in motion will remain in motion until or unless an external force is applied on it. So when we applied the force, it was accelerated, means we applied the force and we set that stone into velocity, but due to the frictional force, after some time it came to a rest, means the external force was there. What kind of external force was there? That frictional force, and the frictional force always opposes the motion. That's why the stone came to the rest. So now that was the theoretical part only. Now we are supposed to find the magnitude of that force. A stone of 1 kilogram means the mass is given 1 kilogram is thrown with velocity 20 meter per second. Initial velocity, that is, in the starting the velocity was 20 meter per second. It covers, after covering a distance 50 meter, it came to at rest, means the distance covered is 50 meter, and we are supposed to find the force of friction between the stone and ice. So we are supposed to find the force of friction. So the force of friction is ma. So we are supposed to find the a also. So for that we have understood, we are supposed to read the question one more time. A stone of mass 1 kilogram was thrown with a velocity of 20 meter per second, and after covering 50 meters, the stone came to at rest, means the final velocity becomes 0 here. So that is understood. That is not given in the question that v is 0, final velocity is 0. That is understood that when an object comes to at rest, means the final velocity becomes 0. Now using v, u and s, we are supposed to find a, because to find the force is equals to ma, mass is given here 1 kilogram, we want acceleration. So first of all we will calculate the acceleration. So recall the third equation of motion, that is, we know that 2as is equals to v square minus u square. Now why we have selected that equation only, not the first one, second one? In the first one v is equals to u plus at, in that also v, u is there and we can calculate a, but time is not given here. In the second one, s is equals to ut plus half at square, again there is time is been included in those equations. In the third one, 2as is equals to v square minus u square, no time is there. We have to calculate a, s we are having, v we are having, u we are having, that's why we have selected this equation. So now we are supposed to calculate, that is 2 into a into s is 50 is equals to v square, means 0 square minus 20 square, that is 52 is 100, 100 a is equals to, that is 0, that will be minus 400. From here we can calculate a is equals to minus 400 upon 100. So A is equals to minus 4 meter per second square. We are supposed to write the units as well. Now we can find the force of friction between the stone and the ice. That will be MA, M into A. Mass is 1 kilogram. No need to convert into grams because the SI unit of mass is kilogram. 1 into minus 4. 1 into minus 4 means 5 minus 4, and the units of force is Newton. If you are not writing the Newton, that is the SI unit, then the marks can be detected. So like this we can proceed the question number 6. Now we will move towards question number 7. At the meantime, I am rubbing the board. You should go through, you should read question number 7. Now we will read question number 7. In question number 7, it is given that a 4,000 kilogram engine pulls a train of 5 wagons, each of weight 2,000 kilogram along a horizontal track. If the engine exerts a force of 4,000 Newton and track offers a frictional force of, if the engine exerts a force of 40,000 Newton and track exerts a frictional force of 5,000 Newton, then first we have to calculate the net accelerating force. So first of all we are supposed to find the net accelerating force. Means the engine is exerting the force in the forward direction, that is the 40,000 Newton, and the track is offering the force of friction, that is 5,000 Newton. So that will be in the opposite direction, 40,000 Newton in the forward direction, 5,000 Newton in the backward direction. So the net force will be 40,000 minus 5,000. 5,000 is the frictional force, and that will be 35,000 Newton is the net accelerating force. Now the second one, acceleration of the train. That was the first part. In the second part we are supposed to find the acceleration of the train. For that we know the formula, F is equals to ma. From here we can find out A, that is the F upon m. And now the force means the net accelerating force, that is 35,000, and mass. What is the mass? We have to calculate the mass of the total system. Means the mass of the engine is 8,000 plus 5 wagons are there, means 5 coaches are there, of each 2,000. So 5 to the 10,000. So total will be 18,000. So we are supposed to divide by the total mass, that is 18,000. All zeros cancel out, zeros, and we will remain with the expression, that is 1.94. That will be the acceleration. And never forget to write, to mention the SI units. The SI units of acceleration is meter per second square. Now the third part is there. In the third part we are supposed to calculate the force of wagon 1 on wagon 2. We are supposed to calculate how much force wagon 1 is exerting on wagon 2. That will not be same as that of the engine, that will be the different one. So to illustrate that, we are supposed to draw one diagram. Suppose this is the engine, and afterwards 5 wagons are there. So this is the wagon 1, this is wagon 2, 3, 4, 5. We are supposed to find the force which have been exerted here by wagon 1 on wagon 2. Wagon 2 means wagon 2, the weight of all these wagons will come into effect. Now in this case the acceleration is same, because the whole train is moving with the same acceleration, that is we have calculated already, that is 1.94. Here in the third part, mass of the object on which the force has been exerted. Force कहाँ पे लग रही है? Now on these 4 wagons. So mass will be equals to 4 into the mass of each wagon, that is 2000, that will be 8000 kilogram, and the acceleration is there 1.94. so we can calculate the force exerted, that is force is equals to mass into acceleration. So here force is equals to 8000 into 1.94, and we will get the answer, that is 15,552, that is 15,552, and the units will be in Newton. So the engine will exert a different force on wagon 1, and the wagon 1 will exert a different force on 2, same 2 will exert different force on 3, and 5 will not exert any force on the remaining, because there is no wagon. So the forces will be different here, 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 and here. That will be the different force. Force will be less as we move in the backward direction, because the weight because the mass of the object becomes less. So this was question number 7. Now we can discuss one more question, that is the next question is that question number 8. An automobile vehicle has a mass of 1500 kilogram. What must be the force between the vehicle and road if the vehicle is to be stopped with a negative acceleration of 1.7 meter per second square? Yes. Now question number 8. The mass of the vehicle is 1500, and the acceleration is with a negative acceleration, because the vehicle has to be stopped, means the acceleration will be in the opposite direction. So mass of the vehicle M is 1500 kilogram, and the acceleration is negative. So the negative acceleration will be 1.7 minus 1.7 meter per second square. And now we are supposed to calculate the force. What must be the force between the vehicle and the road? So we can calculate by multiplying, that is we know the formula, F is equals to M into A, and the force will be mass is 1500 into minus 1.7. so the force will be negative, as the vehicle is supposed to be stopped. So the force is supposed to be applied in the opposite direction. So 0 0 17 5 85 5 8. So decimal is there, decimal will be there, that must be the force. I hope that you have understood the method how to proceed the numericals given in this chapter, and today's homework is that you are supposed to repeat all the questions, all the numericals again, and if you face any kind of problem, then you are supposed to inform us by the mean of message or call, we will try to rectify your problem so that you can easily proceed the questions given in your textbook. So after completing the homework, means after repeating all the questions in your rough notebook, you are supposed to take the pic of that and you are supposed to upload on the school's WhatsApp number. Thank you very much.